It's Madden NFL 20.
Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 74 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
A gain there of 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught. Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Hurts. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Arnold Ebiketie, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They go play action with Hurts. His throw incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. First down, and they'll start with Algier. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for Algier. 16 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though. He knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage from every carry he receives this week.
Now 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Logan. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it will be Falcon football. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years.
There he goes, left side. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Down at the 25. The Falcons had 4-9 now in the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. That's what they've done really well here.
First catch here for London, and also a 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Logan. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. He'll look to throw. Stiff-armed him. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
44-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll get this down to the 40.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Looking deep here from Mooney. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is. But that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd, here's Algier. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Off play action. Logan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Here's Swift. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And here now come the Falcons. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Operating from the gun, Logan. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Always always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a 4th down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the first down.
Give to Algier from the shotgun. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll stick with Algier. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a carry for Algier, headed right. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 49-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Now Hurts on the option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw. Logan. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Logan. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 38.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Tyler Algier and the rest of this offense making their return to the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
This pass is caught by London. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Looking to throw. Logan. Throw caught by Raymond. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
Number 6 brings up second and 4 at the Eagles' 19-yard line.
A final shot before break. Logan hitting London coming across the field. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the half will begin with a touchback. On first down, Logan. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff up the middle. Rolling. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Off the play fake. Logan. He'll hit Jackson complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And 3rd and 1 now.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Logan. And incomplete and dropped there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Operating from the gun. Logan. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
This one he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The improv back there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Logan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw. Logan. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get So a sack on a 2-point try. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. He'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. David Onyemata picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Watkins. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Trying the left side with Algier. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Off play action. Logan flush to it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Carter drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Eagles football 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives. So are you trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
17 yards. And an Eagle first down.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Starting the drive with Algier.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
Down at the 26. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw.
Logan. Got a man, it's London.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Algier going straight ahead.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now we'll pause for an injured player, and that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Algier will try to pick it up.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
On the give, Algier headed left.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Operating from the gun. Logan. That's complete. Right around the 8.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Logan. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
2nd and 6. Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get to him right away at the 40.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
On the play. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Back to throw again.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Gainwell gets it on the option.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Gets a rep. Hurts fumbles it. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. The Falcons on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Logan. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jarnell Mooney.
58 yards.
And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Hurts will throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Holding. Offense.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hurts and the Eagles now.
Down by 15. 1:38 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So a win here for the Falcons. And it was their quarterback.